leverage, you lose negotiating power. So I want you guys, when you go into these negotiations, make sure you look at every little factor. Like, is even how I'm moving, is the speed, like, it's okay to move in 30 days after you actually bought the house, guys. You don't, especially if you're renting, because, like I said, if it's under contract and the seller knows you have no other option, the appraisal comes in low, or the inspection report comes in with something that you don't want to do, and you're being forced to ask for repairs because you don't have the funds, and you also don't have the funds because you don't have a place to live, and you're staying at a hotel in between such and such, such. And it can be very stressful to save that amount of money, and you can actually even risk potentially, if you don't have the funds readily, you can risk having your having to use your credit and use your credit score to accommodate something as simple as coming across a seller who already had another offer and decided to put the house back on the market because you were asking for too much because you were not prepared. So now more than ever, preparation is key. Preparation. Like, you have to be prepared, you have to be showing up at these places with an idea of exactly what you want, but also what you're willing to compromise on. Because at the end of the day, you have a goal. And my job as a realtor is to help you with the goal, not to deter you from the goal, not to deliver or skew you from your real objective. I'm here as an informational resource. I provide value by connecting people with other people. And I'm sorry if it's distracting. I just keep looking at these cars to make sure nobody's coming in the open house. Because the way it's spaced out, I could definitely easily miss somebody if I stay too far from the door. But my point is here, you are in a great position, guys. This is your year. If you don't take advantage of it, somebody else might come in and literally take the house that you were meant to live in. And the odds of sometimes that house coming back on the market might not be that high. And if you live in a low turnover area where maybe only 20 homes sell every 6 months, there's going to be multiple offers because, number one, supply is low. The law of supply and demand says that when supply is low, demand tends to increase in order to drive the market up to be fair and have a fair market value. So when we come across a property like this, where you are in the position of being able to buy something in an area where there is low turnover because of good things, not low turnover because of bad things. People just don't want to leave. Once they buy here, they just stay. And some people want that, some people don't. So when you make these decisions, keeping into the market, like, would it be so terrible if you waited 6 months to live in a better place, or would you be fine buying a house, or maybe owning it for 3 years with the intention of planning on moving out in order to accommodate the level of lifestyle you want to lead? Because at the end of the day, you pay for your house one time, right? But what you're really buying is the cost of maintenance too. So you gotta know if you can afford it, given changes, given fluctuations. Can you afford to stay here? Is this the house I value for myself? In 2 years, if my family grew, if my mom or dad have to come visit, is there a place I feel comfortable for them to come? Or am I just totally okay with just planning on having them stay at the hotel? Because I don't need them in here. If that's just how you live your life, that's great. But you always need to keep these things in mind. Because what you might be negotiating, even though it seems like the rest of your life, is just maybe the next 7 years of your life. Most people only live in the house for about 7 years before they move and find something else.